If you spent any amount of time in B2B marketing, you will have learned that the sales department regards the arrival of each new ebook download lead like an oyster regards the arrival of a grain of sand, the intrusion of an irritant with the lowest probability of ever producing a pearl. In B2B, sales and marketing alignment can be the difference between success and failure. Alignment means better targeting, it means better nurturing, it means better selling, and ultimately it means more revenue. At Dreamdata, we're acutely aware of the importance of this alignment, and not just in the data sense. And that's why today I'm going to share 10 ways we're trying to bring both these teams as close together as possible. And then hopefully we can all have our sales oysters producing nicely polished pearls. Number 1, we sit in the same room. And that's both physically in the office, but also virtually on Slack, where we have a joint Slack channel called Team Revenue. This means that we share the same conversations, we share our successes and our failures, and we both appreciate exactly what it is that we want and can work with. Number 2, both teams are ultimately measured by the same thing, and that's revenue. This means that we're both swimming together towards the same ultimate objective, which causes less friction and unifies the teams insofar as being grounded by actual business goals and objectives. Now, of course, we do have our own KPIs and metrics that we respectively set and attempt to hit, of course. But revenue is the overarching goal, and we're all very much attuned to that reality. Of course, this requires that you track and measure the end-to-end customer journey, which impacts all the teams. And for that, you might need a tool like Dream, which we of course use. But we'll leave some of that for another time. Number 3, we have an established ideal customer profile that we're both working towards. This just makes it so much easier for marketing to attract and target, and for sales to sell to. Of course, this will require that you both sit together and discuss who that ideal customer is. Using data, of course, will make that easier. Number 4, we have an SAL, a sales accepted lead metric, to act as a gatekeeper between marketing and sales. This metric helps us hold marketing accountable for the type of leads they're bringing in. Although we're targeting ICPs, it's almost inevitable that some non-ICP leads filter through. But it similarly holds sales to account. Once it passes through to the sales pipeline, it's almost out of marketing's reach, and therefore sales are the ones whose duty it is to close those accepted and qualified leads. Number 5, every Monday we host a stand-up for all of Team Revenue, and we also ensure to have marketing present at all sales pipeline meetings. This means that we're perfectly aligned with each other's challenges, and we know exactly what each other is working on. It also means we can share each other's successes and also console ourselves whenever we've encountered some failures. Number 6, we have team content, yours truly, watch recorded sales calls, whether those are demos or any other type of engagement between sales and the customers. And this is purely to ensure that we in content are speaking the customer's language, which is now an established truism in B2B marketing. Number 7, we have a complete open door policy for sales to suggest and propose themes for content, which I guess is the other side of the coin to us sitting on their calls. Of course, we can't be in every call, we can't watch every call. So whenever they encounter something curious or an interesting angle that a prospect or customer has made, they quickly jot it down on the content's backlog, and then we prioritize as we see fit. But this is really important for sales enablement content. And again, for speaking the customer's language and speaking to their pains and challenges. Number 8, marketing team members are frequently invited to sales calls. This is because our audience is primarily B2B marketers. So it almost makes sense to have us on board. In fact, we've got data now to prove that it benefits the sales process. 9, everybody has access to Dream. As you might know, Dream is a B2B revenue attribution platform that tracks the entire B2B customer journey. And that means breaking down those data silos that sit between sales and marketing and customer service. This means that now sales has access to all the touches that a prospect might have had already prior to a conversion, for instance. And similarly, marketing can see what's happening further down the pipeline and get measured on that. Finally, number 10, and my personal favorite, just kidding, we wine and dine together. This is so we can foster relationships beyond the professional and at a more personal and social level. So all company events involve team revenue and not silos, at least as far as I'm aware. With that, good luck with aligning your sales and marketing, and do let us know if there's anything we should be doing to make that cooperation and alignment that much better.